Hey y'all, today I will be giving you information and tips for game passes. Today I will be doing base characters. Starting with Ayuk. She's 2.1k robux. She has 5,000 bounty and is extremely good for combat, PvP, and just farming in general. She's good for farming as well and is not taken that much. Shalt is very good and high damage and stun. Definitely recommend. Raven, cost 2.4k robux. She is a few slots and not taken at all. She has a good ability set with good cooldowns and damage and stun. She also has a spell that gives health and reduced cooldowns, etc. Her skins are actually pretty good and underrated. For example, White Raven is really good, with her buffs, and all of her skins are really good for PvP, etc. Would recommend her to buy, but only if you have enough money for a skin. Not recommended for new people, unless you know her ability set and some combos. Her spell helps a lot in PvP, but I don't think she is the best for PvP. She also has good shield options, but I won't get into that. Next is WandaVision Wanda. She is 800 robux. She is probably the greatest and easiest character for beginner players. Only bad thing is her cooldown, and her combo isn't quick at all, and only good for 1v1s unless or stealing a kill. And all her skins are limited or over $20 NS. She's pretty good, but not used a lot, very underrated character, and pretty cheap compared to others. I would say she needs spells or buffs. Good combos, but not quick at all, and her cooldowns are just not it for me. If you want coins, this is not your girl. But if you have Robux, get her. Next is Emma Frost. She is actually extremely underrated. Her price is 800 Robux and is pretty good. All you really need is your shield, punches, and maybe astral projection to get a kill. She has one of the easiest combos and is good for stealing kills. She has a nice, cheap cosmetic skin as well that is pretty. She is good for PvP, and her astral projection is so good, except she can't fly and only can astral projection for a short time. But she is another good cheap one for beginners, but not good for getting coins. That more to be annoying. She is getting a revamp in the future, so hopefully she gets better, and I'll try to get a gameplay soon. But yeah, her punches are really overpowered, and she can escape Laroon easily, and is good for getting your lick back. Next is Katara. She is 1.6k robux and I think stays on Sully a lot. I honestly really like her ability set, and I think she is a good character. So happy she had her revamp. She also has a few good skins. She has Aisha, which I think is cosmetic, but can fly. Fire Princess has a new ability set and good combo. Aqua Bundle is one of the best and easiest characters to use, but I will get into them on my skins video. But Katara has a good combo, which is there. She also has one of the best ultimates in game. I used to main her back in the day, and she was really good back then. Now with all these new characters, they can outspam, but she is good for getting kills with that ultimate, and I forgot to mention she also has small water healing when she touches water. She is also faster in water. She is definitely worth it, especially if you own her skins. She also has a lot of potential skins in the future, and they are usually really cheap or free. But I hate her, Mara, other Katara, and Fire Princess. Flight is so targetable, and Fire Princess has bounty. Next is Madeline Pryor. She is 2.4k robux. Check out the full video of her explanation on my channel. Anyway, I actually really like her ability set, but the moves are so confusing to do. Like her telekinesis can't even be used while flying, and her combo isn't that great. She does have some good instant kills and attacks, but her damage is extremely low. And the worst part is she's 15 million, and Sabrina, Ayuk, Bonnie are better than her. She needs serious buffs, or maybe a revamp. Hopefully Cams will release a new skin for her. but I do really like her modus of her ultimate and look and shield. She is not the best for her price. I was expecting full-on like overpowered. But hopefully she gets serious buffs because this isn't working for me. Like, why does she do 100 damage for 15 million coins? I do love her morph and her animation and stuff, and I'm obsessed with her flight bolts. They are so cool, and she is good for escaping Lauren, but she's not all that Kamzad others made her seem to be. Dr. Fate. He cost 2,100 robux. I actively love his ability set, but here are a few pros and cons. Pros are that he has good health, one of the best shields in game, and it blinds people. His ultimate is really good, and his combo is good, and he's good for out-spamming. Some cons are that he is highly targeted for his bounty, his abilities don't do much damage, and he is not good for PvP unless you're using your ult. The ult makes you invisible, but you can't fly in it. He deserves buffs, but he has a good skin. I don't recommend him that much unless you really want him. He's not the best for grinding, PvP, 1v1s, etc. He has good things and bad th 8 ends about him, but he is rather expensive, and in my opinion should be 5 million. But he's underrated, but not recommend. Next is Mamwanda. She's 800 robux. Here are my thoughts on her. She's really good for her price. Her shield is good and her spells are up. Basically, everything about her is overpowered. She also is getting a new ultimate and skin tomorrow. All her skins are quest, which is really good and come on sale for cheap. I don't think she comes off sale. She is really overpowered and has infinite range, 2 instant kills, 1 healing spell and another high damage spell, which is good. She has another instant kill with 4 options and has her own world. She has good health and you get a Namatag every time you play as her. Her skins are really good as well and are free. I will showcase the new skin tomorrow, so stay tuned. But yeah, she is recommended for any type of player and is really good. Next is Sabrina. She is on Sully for 2.1k robux. She is one of the and if not the best base character. She is so overpowered with her shield, fire, ultimate, resurrection, and her combo is just unbeatable. If I had to make any adjustments, it would be to give her spells. But yeah, she is so overpowered and has a good, nice cheap buff skin. She is so worth it and all. Oh, and not to mention her overpowered flight bolts. She has like 3 instant kills and the rest are overpowered abilities that can easily kill anybody. She is definitely good for grinding and is good for helping someone farm with her new bounty. Check that out on my shorts video. But yeah, I love her and she can escape some Laurens. She definitely deserves a new skin. Like Harry could have been her skin instead of that, but it's whatever. I would say her Z is not good for PvP and not very useful at all. But it is fun to use in like private server. Her main combo is fire, then ult. You can also do alt then F. As you can see, she is good for grinding and getting coins. She is good for all players, new, old, mobile, PC. But she is not the best for escaping combos and her health instant that much, but she does have a resurrection and hopefully gets skins in the future. But her modus is also good and her fire is buffed. Her flight bolts are a high instant as well. She has a lot of potential combos, so yeah. Wednesday is 1,800 robux. She is very good for her price. And she had a skin that is one of the strongest in game. Her ability set is actually really fun to play with as well. Her X and R are so overpowered and good for combos. She is good for grinding and she can summon people. She's not the best on mobile and I think she needs and alt or maybe just buffs. I love her morph and her passives and I love her psychic abilities. Her combo could be X, R, X, or chain, and then R or X. She's pretty good for her price, but I kinda regret buying her. She's not out-spammable, but her shield is good. Not the best, but is tapped. Good for beginners. Next, Zatanna costs 2.4k robux. I'll do this quickly. She's very good and has a lot of good skins. Her combo is basically outspammable and she has good health instant kills. She has several slots and good spells. She is getting to new skins in the future. They will both have ultimates and will be quest or tournament event. She has good cheap options. She has her cosmetic with Bangs form the Justice League. She has Clarion, which is extremely buffed, and she has a Robux option with good buffs, which is getting an ultimate and buff soon. Her spells are really good and good for her combos. Some combos are freeze, tell OG instant freeze, tell OG bomb, sword freeze, tell OG stop freezing, instant kill. But yeah, I really love her ability set. I don't recommend buying her if you don't have enough for Clarion and or cosmetic, or if you don't have Promzat or Harry unlocked. And she had a lot of potential skins in the future. Anyway, bye y'all. I will do another one of these with Robux skins, another one with coin-based characters, one with coin skins, and a final one with Vitals and other game passes. Bye biggies and happy Sunday.